I made up several problems for us to practice percent increase and percent decrease because they tend to baffle people at the beginning, but once you've had a chance to practice, they're really not so bad. So what I'd like you to do is try out these problems. If you get the first 2 or 3 right and you really feel confident, then you don't have to do the rest. But if you're really not sure and you need more practice, please feel free to do as many as you can and just check your work against mine. So here are my answers. For number 1, I got 54.55% decrease in the price, and I used this formula, new minus old over old times 100 equals percent change. I used that same formula for number 2, and I got 40.63% increase in number of shoes. And then number 3 was straight up percentages, and then I had to subtract it off because 32% was the students who eat off campus, and then we had to subtract that 80 from the 250 to get the 170 students who eat on campus. For Rodrigo, it was a similar kind of problem, but I worked it in a different way. I took 100% all the shots minus the 72% that he made and got the number that the percent that he missed, and so that was 28% of his shots were missed. Then I found 28% of the 50 shots that he took and found that he missed actually 14 shots. For an exam, it's a similar type of thing. You missed 14 out of 45, so subtract that to get the number you got correct. And then just write a proportion, 31 out of 45, divide it, and convert it into a percent by multiplying by 100. And so we got 68.89% for the final score. Number 6, Karima scored 12 out of 20 spikes, and we want her success rate, which is the percentage scored. So again, the 12 out of the 20, and those are the ones we're looking for, is the ones she made. And divide them, you get 0.6, multiply that by 100 to turn it into a percent, and Karima had a 60% success rate. Julie, her gas prices were going to increase, so here I use this original times the quantity 1 plus rate equals new. That's a form of our formula that we've been using, and it's a plus in the middle because it's a percent increase, and we're increasing by 15%, so I put that in as a decimal, 0.15, added it to the 1, and I got 1.15, multiplied it by that 1440, which is the original amount she was paying for gas, and came up with $1,656 as the new amount that she'll pay for gas in the following year. Jessie lost a job, so she has a percent decrease, and her original amount is the amount of pay for her. 1 minus the rate because it's a percent decrease, and it's 29%, so I put in that 29%. I left it as a percent and typed it in on my calculator, and I got a 0.71. And then I have 500 times that 0.71 will give me my new, and that was 355. So now her income after the 29% decrease is going to be $355. So I encourage you to rework any of those problems that you didn't get correct the first time around, and then rewatch to see how I worked it if you're still having trouble.